Is the nuts and bolts intro to scaling communications for progressives. Going to be looking at what might actually work and especially looking at the failure points, why so many people have tried to get progressives to communicate better and failed, and how we're going to get past those points. My starting point for this is that I've long been asking people, like at rallies, what's the most empowered way for you yourself to impact our democracy? And when you want to influence the people around you or repair relationships with people who disagree, where do you go to learn for trainings? And that second question in particular, people don't have an answer to. So we're going to figure out how to create rapid resources. We're going to look at the existing routes. We're not going to reinvent this. We're going to go to the people who are already teaching communications. This intro is about why that has failed in the past, why it doesn't exist. So the first failure point, a really easy one, is that there's no integrated guide. You can't go on the web and find a list of different people teaching you how to communicate better for progressive politics. That's really insane. So that's sort of MVP 0. If we get together, we can do useful work right from the beginning. The next level of minimum viable project is putting together a list of techniques. So there are a wide variety of techniques. I want to create a syllabus that has those techniques and where to learn about them that we can share. I think there's still a failure, so this is basically creating a syllabus. There are people out there trying to teach techniques, and so far it hasn't been sticky. It's very hard to get people to just go take a whole bunch of classes to learn a new technique from zero. So I think the framing guides right now don't empower. I think the success for that is we need easy to use example content that links to the techniques, but is cut and paste simple so that people can do something like ask a question that was suggested to them, just copy and paste it into their Facebook, and then it links to ask questions, but we give them a good example question and make it brain dead easy to do the technique before they link to the technique to learn about it. So the MVP for this is to gather the educators together for a couple of issues and produce really nice guides to maybe 2 issues that are rapid responses, very easy for people to use, very easy to get on social media, pull out this guide and be more effective in your comments. The failure for this is that this is work, and social media algorithms don't like work as far as what goes viral. So we are going to need to build a movement that is like healthy food versus sugar. Social media likes sugar, but health food movements have worked in real food. These are the things I think we need to build to get our prototype out there. We need to gather the siloed communication allies. I think that then the first step in scaling them is to get groups like Indivisible and Move on board, and I think it might really help. I think that we're really like just a short step from success, but no one's done the short step of going to Indivisible with 6 or 12 communication experts who've worked out a guide on one issue together, rather than each expert pitching Indivisible with their specialty. The next thing is we need to build a membership of people who hate that the progressives can't communicate and want to learn to talk to people who don't already agree with us. There are hundreds of thousands or millions of people complaining on Facebook about this and ready to go. We want to provide many of the same techniques, the same rapid response techniques for singing to the choir, for when there's whining happening in liberal and progressive social media spaces. How do you grow something, and how do you compost your friends' whining and grow something useful in that social media space? How do we prep that and make it easy? And the last of the things that I want to do kind of close to the beginning is we need to recruit some people who want to do this. I've done this with one group, and it was really successful, of going out in small groups into social media spaces and practicing what is preached here and iterating it. the iteration, I think, is something that I don't find political groups do. Like startups do that all the time. You try things, you see if they're working, and then you adjust. And I think that if we can get enough funding that we're allowed to go out and try things a few times and keep adjusting. So we need some small groups that practice what is being preached here. I think that is something that could become viral and really get out there. It's going to have to be funded independently. A lot of the problems right now, a huge amount of the less problems are that organizations like MoveOn have to chase funding, which they often do with fear-based emails that like get their potential donors angsty and nervous, because that's what gets people to give the most money, and that kills the golden goose. But people have to do it, or somebody else kills the golden goose. We need not to compete with the experts in that first box. The communication experts with their TED Talks need to get their own funding without us competing. So this leads to, do you want to make this happen? And I will do that in another couple minute video. But we need a lot of really simple help. I'm really hoping to get some people on board in easy ways. I would super love a partner, but I'm not even gonna. If you want to do that, just come talk to me. Dear God, please. But I don't know that I can get it. I'm looking for friends here at the beginning who want to come in really easy, small, specific ways, and I'll list them in the next video. Thank you very much.